Hello, my tiny tummy family. My name's Jen. I'm a VSG athlete, and thank you for joining. So today I just wanted to go over some things that I've heard and read about people having regrets post VSG surgery. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I don't have any makeup on today. Things have been a little busy and crazy, so I had to shift my um, workouts and the days I'm doing them. So right after this, I'll go do my strength training, and then I'll do my 40-minute run tonight at our run club. But yeah, I'm not one of those people that puts on makeup to work out. Like if I happen to be all done up, great, but yeah, not even for the photos. Doesn't work for me. So let's go into this first one. Do I have any regrets post VSG surgery? And the answer is no. There's a plethora of things that I could have done beforehand, and things that I'm still learning how to do after the fact. But the surgery was really great for me. And I'm doing my best to navigate this journey and do everything I can do. I feel like I have a second chance with it, and I don't want to mess it up. But I know there's going to be mistakes made along the way, like obviously things with hydration stuff, because I'm a runner. So it's going to happen, but I don't see it as a regret ever. Like, this is just life, and I'm doing my best. So first thing, or one of the things I came across is people saying that they're not able to enjoy food after surgery. I mean, the only thing I can think of personally is like the junk food, which is, what got me here, what got me to that heavy weight. Like, yes, I was still running and doing all these things to stay active, but obviously there's some form of food addiction with most of us who got this way. So I think you can still enjoy food. You just have a new appreciation for it. I was like full-on carnivore before all of this, and it was great, but I would eat until I felt really like super full, and it made me like tired and like lazy and just like brain. So you can enjoy food, but I think we as like post VSG patients have to learn to appreciate it in a very different way. I did turn vegetarian just because in my research, for me, the meat seems to take a lot longer to process. And I watched a bunch of documentaries on how animals were treated, while I have my giant dog sitting there with these big brown eyes looking at me. So it's a choice. It's a choice for me not to eat it. Like, sometimes, yes, it smells amazing, but I know what works for my body, and that's just what I'm doing. And all of my numbers and all my labs still come back really good. So I'm just here doing my best and without meat. But you can still absolutely enjoy food. There's plenty of people out there that have allergies or get super sick from different things, and I'm sure they still figure out a way to enjoy food. I had tried some junk food like maybe 6 or 8 months after I had like McDonald's fries. And those first like couple fries were delicious, but they made me so sick afterwards. And I mean, I didn't even eat like a full package of the small ones, and it was still like really, really bad. And it's not worth it. So I can understand why people say that they don't enjoy it, but having this surgery, I think we also have to shift our mindset for better things for ourselves. So that's kind of part of the process. Next up, excess skin. People regret having the surgery because they get the excess skin. It's a lot to deal with. You know, I have it. I don't have it as bad as some people who, you know, started out like way heavier than I did. But like, you'll hear me referring to this. It's part of the process. It's something I knew going in that that's what I was going to have. And yeah, it's a common side effect. We all have options. You know, whether you choose the surgery or not, that's your choice. That's up to you. We can also do strength training. We can try and tone as much as possible. And, you know, in any case, some people can do the skin removal surgery. Some insurances cover it. I don't think mine will, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As far as me, I would hope to have that surgery a few years from now, because I want to do everything in my power to get myself where I need to be, to have the least amount of like floppy skin, to go in there saying, yes, this is what can truly come off. But I just want to do my best before I get to that. But yes, I do plan on having it. Get the whole tummy thing. I don't want to mess with my legs too much. I've seen the scars for that, and it's just, I don't think that one's like kind of perfected yet. The arm one seems okay. The scars are kind of tucked under, so that's good. And yeah, while I'm in there, like, these girls have dropped. It's like a bag of, or like a nylon with rice in it. So, you know, there's girls got to be lifted up to where they need to be. But, you know, that's just me. That's my situation. Until then, I'll wear push-up and padded bras and compression leggings when I run. Like, there's different things for us to do. But again, there's like, for me, it's part of the journey. For a lot of us, it's part of the journey. Regrets, not so much here. And body dysmorphia. So our bodies go through so much in such a short amount of time that it's natural for our minds to take a minute to catch up and go like, hey, this skin is hanging, this is what's going on. Body dysmorphia is focusing on your flaws and insecurities, and with everything happening so fast after surgery, for most people, like, yeah, some people will get body dysmorphia. I think going into it knowing that this is part of the process, like, being kind to yourself is a really, really big thing. You know, give yourself that grace to see, my body is changing. This is a huge deal, but I'm going to do my best to help it along the way. And yeah, just everybody has flaws. We all have them. Like, and if you don't, then I don't know, like, I just don't think that's realistic for people to say, like, I don't have any flaws. Like, no one's perfect. We all have something. And whether we walk around and we have that confidence in us, or don't, like, just go out there and be your best self and be kind to yourself. Like, gosh, just this dysmorphia can bring such disappointment if you really lean into it. And I would hope that people don't. I know it's easier said than done to be kind to yourself, but I also think it's necessary. And if you need someone to cheer for you, put me in, coach. I'm there. So not having realistic expectations post-surgery. You know, luckily with me, I have Kaiser, and Kaiser was really, really great about letting us know like kind of the do's and don'ts of what to expect, what your body may or may not do, you know, kind of worst case scenario situations with things, what to be on the lookout for. So, you know, there's people that don't have that, and they may think like, I'm going to get this surgery and everything's going to be great afterwards. But the reality of it is, yes, you get the surgery, but you're probably going to have some hiccups along the way, whether it's a few days after, or, you know, a month, a year after. The surgery is not a fix-all. And, you know, I think that expectation really needs to be out there for everyone. It's just the beginning. Some people, you know, lose a little bit of weight and then completely stall out a few months afterwards when there's still plenty of weight to be lost. You know, it may pick back up for them, or they just stop losing entirely. And there's like a huge amount of situations that could be happening. But we're all different. We all react to this differently. But, you know, have those expectations of, if a hiccup happens, like, do your best to reach out to your doctors, reach out to your nutritionists, and let them know what's going on. This way you can kind of help get that moving again. Again, back to the, like, this isn't a fix-all. You can definitely gain that weight back. I mean, our stomach stretched over time for us to be able to like get as big as we were and to have this surgery. So don't think that now that you have this tiny tummy that it's going to be that way forever. You know, this is a huge undertaking, like mentally, physically, emotionally. And if you are like not healthy with your mindset on food, it's very easy to overeat. You feel a little uncomfortable, but if you continue to do that, your stomach's going to stretch and you're going to be right back to where you were. It is a sad reality, but you know, that kind of stuff, it needs to be said because it very much happens. Yeah, there's support groups out there. I'm in a few of them. Like there was one with Kaiser, and we had meetings for a while, and then that just kind of fell off. But you know, everything was through the pandemic and we were all like online and stuff. But I did find a few through Facebook, and there's people that are in the process. There's people that are like currently, they just got it within the last few days. Like there's so many people in there that have experienced similar things, or you know, are just looking for that kind of support, help, motivation, ideas. You know, they've gone through something while they're recovering, and maybe I have also, and I can let them know this is what my experience was. Or you know, like go-to things on there. It's kind of silly, but like the sugar-free popsicles, like, man, those ones just like hit. They're fantastic. But there's also people that are super, super nauseous for everything. I mean, even water. So there's others that can understand that because they've gone through it as well. So find a support group or a few, because they all bring so much to the table for you, and they can be really, really helpful with these expectations. So that's kind of what I've done. And all right, so next, not getting surgery sooner in life. That is a regret for people. It happens, but my mindset is, I don't think we should have regrets. I think there's things that we've gone through in our life, and we all have our own journey. We have things that we've come across, things that have happened to us or for us. Whatever we've navigated through, it's our own life, our own journey. And, you know, maybe you needed to go through something sad, maybe something that mentally drained you, maybe something, you know, that was terrible and traumatic, and you know, that maybe that was needed in your life to make you appreciate what's going on now and appreciate the good things that are happening for you in the now and after the surgery. That's where we are. Like, we are human. Things happen, things come and go, we make mistakes, and it's okay. Just be kinder to yourself. You have the surgery, you got it. Like, do your best to live a healthy life afterwards. And I think there used to be a Snickers commercial, and somebody had a tattoo, it was just like, no regrets. Well, that's what comes to mind to me plenty of times in life. Like, I have no regrets because it was spelled wrong on their little tattoo thing. But you know, we all go through something for a reason. And you know what? Let's make the best of what is happening now and live our best life. So another regret people have is the amount of effort needed. And I put these ... on here because there's a few things to talk about with that. The effort needed to heal. You got to be kind to yourself. I mean, there's a video of me, or I'm laying there on the couch. Like, I felt really good in the hospital. It was an in and out surgery for me. And they're like, okay, honey, like, we're going to have to get you up. And I don't, maybe it's because I've been through a bajillion surgeries to, you know, have things removed or fixed or whatever. And it was just like, okay, they were surprised that I was able to like push myself up and like get up out of the bed and do that so quick. And like, I don't know, that everyone's different, but there is going to be effort needed on your part. In the video, I'm laying on the couch. I know that my body needed to rest, but I also knew that I had to get up and walk around. So you have to put in that effort that's needed to help you. You have to put in the effort to be productive, to help this surgery out. It's not a one and done. It's not a fix all. And that's kind of one of the bigger things I've seen while researching things with this. It, like, being productive means staying hydrated, fueling your body, following what your nutritionist, what the bariatric surgeon, like all of these people have told you, is you got to follow these things. And if something makes you sick or you feel off with it, communicate. You got to reach out to them immediately, because this is your body. You have to take hold of it and do your best at this second chance. When it comes to maintaining, for me, my best is doing something I love. I love running, and this surgery has made it so much easier, and I know I'm getting better. I can see it in the numbers, but I have to put in that effort. And there's days where it's like, oh my gosh, like, do I even want to do anything? Like, it's so much right now. And I know I was given this second chance, so I have to put that effort in. There's not a lot of info about people who run long distances like me. So I want to show those people, hey, these are my like trial and errors. It is okay to fail. We learn from failure. And I'm going to keep doing my best. I'm going to keep giving that effort needed to be where I want to be, because I am so grateful to have had this second chance and to live the way I can now. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm here just like any normal person. Like, there are bills, there are life, there are stressors, and you know, I struggle just like anyone else. I have depression, but I have to put in that effort to do things to help stave that off. And it's giving that effort that is needed going into this, knowing there is a lot more than just getting the surgery and being like, cool, I'm good for life. You have to do so much for it. This surgery is a tool to help us get back on track, to help us live a long and healthy life. So I'm super thankful that I was able to have it and that I had really great people with Kaiser to kind of steer me along the way. And I have these groups, these support groups to go and, you know, help me when I need it. But I'll be the first person there to cheer them on because I know what it's like. It's a big deal. So those are some of the things that I have heard and read that people regret after surgery. But I would say just remember, like, we all have choices, and what we do with those choices really matters. It matters in our lives, and from that, it trickles out into other people's lives. You know, it definitely affects those around you. But yeah, if you want to follow my journey and all of these new things that I'm doing to incorporate more workouts, to get better at running, to have a faster marathon time, you know, have a faster 5K time, 10K, all of those times, but just be the best version of myself, then, you know, feel free to follow me on Strava. I'm on there as Jen Bailey, and I'll be posting things on Instagram, just fun stuff that's going on in life. But yeah, if you're super nosy, go on Strava, see what I'm up to. Hold me accountable. You know, I had to switch up some of my things this week because it's so busy. And it's like, you know, I had to do yoga last night instead of just Yoga Friday. That's life. Live it to the best you can and adjust accordingly, but be kind to yourself. And if you need a cheerleader, I'm here for you. So put me in, coach. So until next time, sending light, love, and happiness. Catch you on the next one.